Vikings is finally coming back into our lives to finish Season 4 on November 30th. So here's some hair to go with all that hype. Today's video will show you how to do the hair of all of Ragnar's sons. Stay tuned! As we saw right after the flash forward post-Paris, Ragnar's sons are now all adults and rocking their own styles like the cool braided Vikings before them. There are a variety of looks and difficulties to choose from, so you shouldn't have trouble finding a Ragnarsson style that works for you. We'll go from easiest to hardest in this tutorial, starting with Ubbe. Ubbe's hair is very reminiscent of Ragnar in Season 1. First, pull all your hair into a moderately high ponytail. Or if you have short hair on top like Ubbe does, buy some clip and extensions you can attach to the back to make a similar ponytail. Separate your ponytail into 4 or 5 chunks. Don't worry about making them even, because slight differences in size make interesting visual detail. With each of these chunks, make a 3-strand braid. This is simply a left over middle, right over middle weaving pattern. If you want to learn how to braid, you can check out my introductory 3-strand braid tutorial up above. Braid each of these chunks all the way to the ends, and then tie off with a small elastic to hold the braids together for now. Once you have all your braids done, get a few more large ponytail holders and tie the braids together all down the length of the hair, spacing the hair ties out by a few inches. When there's no more space on the ends of the braids to add another hair tie, remove the small elastics holding the braids together so that you have one single braid tail, and you're done. This is a very simple and easy way to start doing your hair like a Viking if you're new to the braiding world. Next up is Bjorn and Ivar. I say both of them together because they both have the same twisted style on top of the head. The only difference is that Ivar's hair is short, so it's tied into a small ponytail in the back behind the twists, while Bjorn's adult hair is long and wrapped with cord. Again, this twisting look is a lot like Ragnar wore in his hair in Season 1. Like father, like sons. For Bjorn and Ivar's hairstyle, divide off all the hair on top of your head and tie the rest out of the way for now. Then divide this hair on top of your head into 5 sections, running front to back. I'm spraying each of these sections with texture spray to give the twists extra hold, since they tend to slip out. With a fine-tooth comb, I'm also teasing the sections a bit by backcombing at the roots. Now, starting with some hair at your forehead, begin twisting the section. Add in more hair as you move back across the top of your head, continually twisting it in until you reach the back of your head. Twist tightly, as these will still loosen a bit despite the texture we added. Use a clip to hold the twists in place for now. Repeat with the second section, spraying with texture spray, teasing it, and twisting it all up. Do the same for twists number 3, 4, and 5 as well. Now, remove the clips and quickly grab the twists before they fall apart. Remove the rest of your hair from the tie you had in earlier, gather it all up into a high ponytail right behind the twists, and tie it securely there with a large ponytail holder. If you have short hair and are doing Ivar's style, you're now done. If you have long hair like me and are going for Bjorn's look, find some leather or suede cord and cut off a length that is 4 times the length of your ponytail. Wrap the midpoint of this cord a couple times around your hairband, and then begin wrapping the rest of the cord down the length of the ponytail. Wrap until you reach the ends of the cord, at which point you should tie them together in a knot to keep in place. You now have Bjorn's twisted and wrapped ponytail. For the last 2 styles that use shorter hair, I'm going to teach them to you on my friend here with shorter hair, so that the look is closer to the original. Sigurd style comes next, featuring lots of French braids. To start this one, section off all the hair on top of your head again, and tie the rest out of the way for now. With the hair on top of your head, section off a small sliver along your forehead. Split into 3 strands, and do a left over middle, right over middle weave like you do at the start of a normal 3-strand braid. Now, before weaving the left over the middle again, add in some new free hanging hair right next to this forming braid. Then weave this now larger left strand over the middle. Add in some more hair to the right strand as well, and weave over the middle. Keep adding in new hair and weaving the strands in an alternating pattern like this, forming the braid back across the top of your head. When there's no more hair on top of your head to add in, braid normally to the ends and secure with a small hair elastic. The second French braid will go along the side of your head. Pick up a small amount of hair along your hairline again, split into 3, and weave left over middle, right over middle, adding in new hair to each strand as you go. When you're doing a French braid on the side of your head like this, I find it helpful to think about picking up new hair from above the braid to add into the upper strand, and picking up new hair from below the braid to add into the lower strand. When you've braided back past your ear, stop adding in new hair and braid to the ends. On the other side of your head, do the same thing, making a French braid starting at your hairline and moving back along the side of your head. Stop adding in new hair when you reach past your ear and finish the braid to the ends. Next, there are 2 small braids flanking the large one on top of your head. Pick up a small chunk of hair to the right of the top French braid and braid it as a normal 3-strand braid to the ends. Pick up a small chunk of hair on the left side of the top French braid and do the same. Finally, for an added bit of authenticity, you can do what's called pancaking the braids to make them look more disheveled and organic. To do this, pinch the sides of each section of a braid and lightly tug on it a little bit to make the hair fan out a tad. If you do this to each section of each braid, you'll make them look more voluminous and textured like Sigurd's. Ready for the last look? Here we'll do Hvitserk. Again, start with a panel of hair on top of your head. Split it in half from front to back, and then make a French braid with each half. Braid the rest of the hair to the ends when there is no more free hanging hair to add in. Now, along the side of the head, start creating a twist about halfway between your ear and the nearest French braid. Twist upwards and add in more hair from above this twist as you move back. Then clip it to the back of your head to hold it for now. Make an identical twist on the other side of your head and try to make the twist as tight as possible because it will loosen a bit before the end. Hold both twists and French braids and tie them together at the back of your head with a large hair tie. Next, with the rest of the hair on the side of your head, gather it up behind your ears and make a normal 3-strand braid to the ends. This should be done on both sides of the head. Gather up all your hair now, including the first half pony and these new braids you made, and tie them with another large hair tie at neck level. And that gives you Hvitserk's hairstyle. That was quite a lot of Vikings hair all at once. If you liked seeing all that and want to learn more styles from the show, check out these other tutorials I've made. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook at Silvousplaits Hairstyling and never miss any new videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good time with the new Viking season.